Good afternoon. So we were speaking about belief before in the equation conceive, believe, and achieve before. And we were talking about belief being one of the most difficult parts of that equation, where belief is really the most significant element in the equation. Why? Because if you believe more than enough, you will achieve most likely the goal. But now, how much belief do you have to apply initially in order to get yourself moving toward whatever the goal is? Well, let's take a look at the example of the physical shape of the body. You take a look at yourself in the mirror and you see that there is, of course, maybe a little bit of excess weight. And if I took 10 people and I asked them, do you believe that there's abdominals underneath that excess weight? I could probably get 10 out of 10 people to say yes to that. But now, let's continue with the questioning. It's like, okay, listen, are you willing to apply the time, the effort, the energy to get to remove that outer layer so that you can see what is happening underneath those abs? And you might get a lesser effect from that. You might get 3 people to say yes to that. Okay, because it's going to take a significant effort, in particular in the early stages of the program, in order to be able to get the job done. Okay, and that's the point we're trying to make here. How much energy needs to be applied to get the machine going? All right, let's take the example of the automobile. An automobile, if it's at dead stop, you want the car to start moving at, let's say, 10 miles per hour, 20 miles per hour, 30 miles per hour. In the early stages of the car's movement, going from 0 to 10 to 20, etc., it's applying a lot of force, a lot of energy, and it's using up more fuel than as if it were cruising. Okay, understand. But once you get to that 30 miles per hour goal, 40 mile per hour goal, whatever, then you can literally take your foot up, slightly up off of the gas. You don't have to apply as much because the vehicle already has all of that momentum. You understand? Well, the same thing can be said about belief. You have to have a significant amount of belief in the early stages of the program in order to be able to get it going. And then once it's going, then you can cruise. You can put it on cruise control and simply ride it out to the point whereas you're achieving the effects that you want to achieve. And that goes for almost any goal that we're discussing. It doesn't just have to be about physical fitness. All right, so take that into account when you're trying to accomplish your goals. Like, subscribe, conceptualize.